President Biden announcing this week an executive order aimed at reducing gun violence. And while some see the legislation as a step in the right direction, others are calling it government overreach. Fox 55's Brianna Bias is live in studio to explain how this executive order could impact you. Bree.
Well, Tara, Biden's executive order focuses on a few specific goals: cracking down on background checks for all gun purchases, requiring more secure gun storage, and improving public awareness. And he is directing these instructions at the Attorney General. Today, I spoke to a few people who both support and express concern about this decision.
Today, I'm announcing another executive order that will accelerate and intensify this work to save more lives more quickly.
President Biden announcing he's set his sights on gun control at Monterey Park after January's mass shooting, signing an executive order to move as close to universal background checks as he can without having to go through Congress.
You have a president who wants to overreach and make decisions by executive order because they can't get the law passed to fit his anti-gun agenda.
Phil with ZX Guns in Fort Wayne says stores like his already conduct background checks. They would immediately go out of business if they didn't. He says every person who buys a gun at his store fills out one of these forms for their background check. He argues the only people who buy a gun without a background check are criminals who won't care about the executive order. Even though this specific executive order won't impact his everyday practices, he's concerned about the direction the administration is headed.
Universal background checks is a gateway to a registration, which is a gateway or a stepping stone towards confiscation. It's been proven in the past that's what happens.
This is an argument that is a slippery slope that they continue to push out. We are looking for safety requirements, simple things to prevent those who are going to cause harm from having access to the weapons that are going to enable them to cause harm.
Derek Camp with the Allen County Democratic Party says the executive order simply enforces a bipartisan law that was already passed last year. He says Indiana's recent constitutional carry legislation, which allows gun owners to conceal their weapons without a permit, was a step backward.
It is about increasing safety, and some of that will hopefully counteract some of the bad direction that Indiana has taken on this issue.
He says although the administration has not reached universal background checks and assault weapon bans yet, he is on board with Biden's direction towards stricter gun laws and public safety. And Biden concluded yesterday by saying, quote, "Let's finish the job and ban assault weapons." Phil argues the government cannot clearly define what an assault weapon is, so a ban is unrealistic. He also believes courts will overrule the executive order in its implementation. But Camp says it's in the country's best interest to support the president's decision and create strict rules around gun access. Live in studio, I'm Brianna Bias, Fox 55 News.